The king of vlogs is back. My summer just got 100% better. I love you. Miss you, Dad. We're glad you're back, Uncle David. Wow, we can take our masks off. Taco Tuesdays back and best days. I think I speak for everyone when I say God. This is what my life is missing. We missed you, David. We missed Suddenly my depression's gone. Keep being my life was missing this.
Suddenly my depression's gone. My life was missing this.
Enough!
I've had enough!
Hi, my name is Alyssa Nichols, and welcome to my opinion that absolutely nobody asked for. If you're new, welcome to this disaster of a channel that I'm still currently trying to figure out. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to this disaster of a channel that I'm still trying to currently figure out. Really appreciate you coming back. So today I'm going to be talking about an issue that I can't really keep quiet on for much longer, and that issue would be David Dobrik being a menace to society. I'm not joking. So if you don't already know, David Dobrik is a Viner turned YouTuber who has a whopping 18 million subscribers currently on his channel. He's known for putting his friends and partners through insane pranks and antics, as well as just living life in LA where they reside, editing his videos within the span of 4 minutes and 20 seconds. In 2019, early 2020, he was deemed the king of YouTube for some reason. However, around February/March of this year, that's when he kind of like fell off his throne, I guess. So to go down the spiral of a mess, I'm gonna deconstruct this in chronological order for how this all went down. Now, I know most of his audience has a pretty short attention span, so I'll try to make this as short as possible for y'all who are watching to then, I don't know, possibly proceed to attack me. I don't know. I'll be using an article from Vulture that I needed for specific dates, so I'll probably link that down below. On June 2nd of 2020, YouTuber Seth Francois posted a video called Accountability to All Creators, where it highlighted and showed how he constantly experienced detrimental and racist jokes while being in the vlog squad, as well as even calling himself out for taking part in the stereotypical jokes. He was pretty much labeled as the only black friend of the group and was the constant punchline for all of their jokes as being the only black guy.
It's a black guy! Black guy! Maybe awkward at first, but I'm sure... What's going on?
Bang, bang!
Coming over, he's our only black friend. Don't ruin this for me, okay?
This is Alex, you probably already know. What's up?
Hey, Seth, you want something to drink?
What'd you... Come on, Alex. You said literally the goofiest people I've ever met.
Yo, guys, I'm sorry it's taking me so long.
In response to this, David did what he usually does in typical David Dobrik fashion. Give a vague apology on his podcast with fellow Vlog Squad member Jason Nash that only a small percentage of his subscribers listen to. And in his response, he didn't even properly address Seth at all or anything really. It was kind of just all talk, and it really came off as borderline manipulative. After that, things seemed to simmer down for a little bit until February 5th of this year. YouTuber Nick Kiswani, better known as Big Nick and also former Vlog Squad member, decided to hop onto the H3 podcast as a guest, and he talked about how the vlogs really damaged his mental health, as well as literally being bullied and belittled by his friends over his height and disabilities. Honestly, it's just really heartbreaking to listen to as you hear him explain how he was treated by these people who claim they're his so-called friends. To add even more to the spire, Seth would also make an appearance on the H3 podcast talking about a specific prank in general. It was a prank that was pulled on him where he had to kiss fellow Vlog Squad member Corinna Kopp, dressed as a dude in a mask. However, the whole joke aspect of this was that it wasn't actually going to be Corinna who was dressed up as the man. It was going to be Jason Nash dressed up as the man in order to kiss Seth. And also, tangent, Jason Nash is so pathetic. Anyway, Seth brought up this prank that he was touched by someone that he did not consent to. Said person being Jason Nash. I won't be showing the prank that was orchestrated just in respect towards him. To be honest, I just find it pretty sick and twisted that if gender roles were reversed, there would be a bigger uproar about this. Because if you think about it, we literally just kind of watched a man get assaulted on camera while everyone else was just laughing at him, including the audience. And even though it was just a kiss, it can still make said person feel gross and tricked about it afterwards, and that's completely valid to feel that way. Moving on, a couple days later, ex-Vlog Squad member and YouTuber Trisha Paytas would bring up situations on their podcast frenemies with YouTuber Ethan Klein. They brought up a particular video that David posted called I Snuck Into Their Hotel Room, Surprise, where, as said in the title, David snuck into Jason and Trisha's room, who were a couple at the time, while they were having intercourse with each other. David then scared the ex-couple on camera and then proceeded to film Trisha Paytas while they were naked. Also, I just feel the need to get this out of the way first really quick, but I have very little to no respect for Trisha Paytas. I've never liked them for everything they've done over the years, so let's stop trying to give them a redemption arc every 3 months on TikTok. Thanks! However, just because I don't like them doesn't mean I can't look at the basic morals and evidence being thrown around here. David filmed a video of Trisha while they were naked, only to then post it on YouTube to get about 14 million views, despite the fact that, again, Trisha had not given their consent. It's just morally wrong, and there's no other way to look at it. You guys can defend him all you want, but that was wrong. Then on March 4th, fellow Vlog Squad member and YouTuber Scotty Sire, loser, would post a video just titled Hi, and it's since been deleted because of course it was a disaster. There's just so much wrong with the video that you have to laugh a little bit. In the video, he just goes on to victim shame for about 8 minutes, looking like David's holding a gun to him behind the camera. He just goes on to give empty excuses that mean absolutely nothing for way too long. And of course he would then go on to post one of those sad notes app apologies on social media, saying sorry to anyone who felt invalidated and disrespected. So finally, we have the situation that really nailed David's career in the coffin for a lot of people, including a lot of his own sponsorships. So on March 16th, Business Insider published an article called "A Woman Featured on YouTuber Star David Dobrik's Channel Says She Was Raped by a Vlog Squad Member in 2018, the night they filmed a video about groups." In the article, it includes descriptions and details from a woman who was featured in the video titled "She Should Not Have Played with Fire." I'm not going to go on to explain what exactly happened in its entirety, just because it is a bit triggering for myself, but basically the young woman who goes under the name Hannah claimed that she was raped by now ex-Vlog Squad member Dom Zegalitis, criminal, who also goes by the handle Dirty Dom. Just going back and watching the video and reading the article in its entirety myself was already evidence enough. It's just absolutely heartbreaking and disgusting in every way possible, and there's just an insane amount of incriminating evidence against David and his team. I will try and see if I can link the article down below, just because there is a paywall for it, so I don't know if it'll go through. Overall, just like everyone absolutely agrees, Dom Zegalitis needs to be in prison. And David is also incredibly guilty for help orchestrating this event. He orchestrated by filming, editing, and then posting the video, and maybe even more.
Oh, look, it's a Japanese food. We're trying.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. First, we're starting off with
No!
It's not racist. That's like the sounds I hear when they talk.
No, it's not racist as long as I keep saying no.
Oh, okay. We're doing.
No! This one has Hello Kitty on it, and it says it in English, so I trust it. I love the taste of crayons.
I give this one 5 sushi rolls out of 8.
No!
What?
I know, I just have to keep saying no.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're gonna try this one.
I think it's called Donny Biscuit.
No, it's called donut biscuits. You're messed up.
I'm gonna try more. If you guys have candy from other countries, feel free to send them our way and we'll make offensive jokes about them. Thank you guys so much. All of this was a joke. We didn't taste anything. No,
What?
no, but all of this was a joke. We don't actually know Japanese as convincing as we sound.
I'm sorry I made so many Japanese jokes. Oh, I should tell them in Japanese. Not so much.
David! Description below. I have to fart.
Do it.
Oh, Japan gives me gas.
What is going on?
He's making me watch David Dobrik apology videos!
What?
You guys, no one cares about YouTube apology videos, especially David Dobrik's!
So finally, after this entire snowball effect, David finally decides to post an apology video. Sorry, apology isn't the right word. It's more of like an attempt. No, I'm sorry. Attempt isn't even the right word for it. It was such a poor effort at doing the literal bare minimum. So just for prior knowledge, if you don't know David that well, he's known for not addressing anything that's like on the problematic side or anything that's a bit controversial. So by doing this, he was deemed an unproblematic woke king. I have to laugh. He was deemed that for years, but whenever he did apologize or he was forced to, it was always in poor taste.
Hey, what's up guys? A lot of you guys are wondering why I had to delete my last vlog, and that's because I made an offensive joke that at the time I didn't think was too offensive. But after reading some comments, I realized that a lot of you guys didn't like it as much as I thought you were going to. For those of you guys who found the vlog to be offensive, I'm sorry you did. For those of you who didn't find it to be offensive, I'm sorry they did.
So on the same day that the article was published, he then posted a video called Let's Talk on his podcast channel. He had the entire audacity to apologize for these claims towards him on his smallest channel, not even his second channel. David has like 3 channels, his main, his second, and his newest one, his podcast channel with Jason. I have never seen something so disingenuous when he uploaded. I was just glad to jump into the comments section and see that people were bashing him for a 2-minute apology.
2 minutes!
In the video itself, he put all the blame onto his friends and took absolutely zero accountability for his actions. It was just so gross. And then the comments to dislike ratio were turned off so quick. And apparently he had lost about 100,000 subscribers after the article was published, which isn't nearly enough that he deserved to lose. After that, David's sponsorships were dropping like flies, and I was absolutely loving it. That was a great day. Companies like SeatGeek, Dollar Shave Club, EA Sports, HelloFresh, and many more cut ties from working with him and his team after the article was published. And then for some reason this led to Jeff Wittick, ex-Vlog Squad member, he might still be a part of it. It's kind of complicated. I don't really know where he stands right now. We don't have the time for it. But he posted a video where he went and undermined the credibility of the article itself, only to then look foolish on the Frenemies podcast that same day after he admitted that he hadn't even read the article because he didn't want to pay for the paywall on it. So finally, after all of that, David decides to post a second apology on his main channel, and woo, I have to laugh. I could not believe the comments I was reading, calling this the best apology on YouTube, that it was extremely genuine, that it was incredibly sincere. Sincere? Of course the apology looks sincere. He's losing his money at a rapid rate. I just found it so bizarre to see so many people forgiving him so quickly, and then to see them only putting all the blame on Dom as if David had done absolutely nothing wrong in the situation. I felt like I was in a Black Mirror episode. It was the fact that I was seeing like 10 to 25-year-olds forgiving him like, babe, this isn't your apology to forgive. Only the victims involved can forgive this type of thing, and I wouldn't blame them for never speaking out about this again. But luckily, I also saw that those who weren't as easily manipulated by the video were speaking up in the comments, and then I was like, okay, I felt a little bit better about humanity for a hot second. After his second apology was up, it was kind of just like radio silence for the most part. Jeff Wittick's situation was probably going on at the same time, but we really don't have the time to talk about that. I don't really want to. So David took off from YouTube and all means of social media, and the world was healing. Until it didn't. Not even 4 months later, he decides to post a picture on Instagram with the caption, "New vlogs every Tuesday." I can't express my genuine anger this day, only to then jump into the comments and lose faith in humanity again. I could not believe how much positivity I was seeing in the comments. I was just sitting there on my bed like, did I miss something? Only to then go onto YouTube and see that he did in fact post a vlog as if absolutely nothing had happened. So then I went back on social media to see what people around my school or area had to say about it, or if they were saying anything at all, and surprise, surprise, I was disappointed again. And to be honest, it was really at no shock just because David's videos mainly target my age bracket. So I really just sat there looking down at my phone like, oh my god, this is my villain origin story. Seeing that post prompted me to make this entire video just because it was pissing me off to see that literal millions of people were being manipulated by this dude. And they're completely overlooking and forgetting about these horrific situations that went down. And here's the thing, I'm not gonna sit here and pat myself on the back and say,
oh yeah, I'm glad I never watched his videos. I always knew there was something off about him.
Because I would be lying. I used to be a huge fan of David for years. I first watched David's videos around 2016. So just to give you some perspective, I'm 17 now. I turned 18 in October. So if you do the math, I was between the ages 12 to 13 when I first found him. That's an incredibly impressionable age. Now imagine that times a million. No, I literally mean a million. And maybe even more. Because guess what? There were tons of people my age who watched David's videos. A huge portion of his audience is very, very young. He won a Kids' Choice Award! Come on now! So by a huge portion of his audience being young both then and still now, they're at a very young age where they can be manipulated so easily. Because guess what? They're kids. So from the standpoint being older now, I can understand how it can be hard for a huge chunk of his audience to let him go, because he was in fact a part of a lot of people's childhoods. But you guys, it's time to take off the rose-tinted glasses, open your eyes, and let him go. I have never went so fast from being such a huge fan to hating on someone so fast. Anyways, hearing about the Seth situation for the first time made me absolutely sick to my stomach, especially knowing that 14-year-old me was laughing along with David watching Jason kiss him without his consent. I just feel so disappointed with myself for not seeing what was right in front of me when I watched his videos. In a way, I kind of feel like betrayed, as sad as it sounds. So of course I immediately unsubscribed and followed him on every single platform possible. And you know, to see how far the situation has become just makes me so sick. And here's the thing, as someone who used to be such a huge fan, anyone could let go of him, because I used his videos as a crutch for my own happiness. And I went as far as nearly going on his tour in 2018 to see him, but God knew there was a reason why I couldn't go. So my one hope in posting this video is that it stops people around my age, or just anyone in general, to stop supporting this guy. This literal cult and frat boy behavior shouldn't be tolerated any longer. Not seeing an issue in him and his friends is an issue itself. And I wish absolutely nothing but good things for the victims who came forward, and that they have and will find peace. And finally, to quote the title of this video that YouTube might get mad at me for, but okay.
David Dobrik is a loser.
Sorry. I don't make the rules. Yeah, so that's my video. If you made it to the end of this, you're either a really annoyed David Dobrik fan right now, or you're someone who generally wanted to see why David is in fact a loser. So thank you for watching. This isn't a video that I expect to get many views. This is more of just a video that I needed to put out there for my sake and really let my anger out, just because I was getting genuinely annoyed by the constant positivity that David was receiving, and it was seriously pissing me off. It's just so weird to think about how like someone who used to bring me so much joy now brings me so much annoyance. But anyways, thank you for watching. Don't be shy, like and subscribe, please. And that'll be it from me now. The next video I post will probably be just a regular cover and then something different. But thank you guys, and bye!